Did you seek counseling?
Yes, I still seek counseling.
Okay.
Being a counselor. So counseling for people, I tell people right now, I'm tell you right now, you see a therapist every time you can, just like you do dentists and physicians for whatever measure. Put therapy in there. Don't not have therapy.
Listen to what the doctor's teaching. And she's teaching you these is facts.
Yeah, you gotta schedule it. Just like you scared when something go wrong, I gotta call the doctor.
Exactly.
Your mind is always enabled to a degree because you have not allowed it to evolve, because there's not a human walking the earth without some form of trauma.
Wow, not a human walking the earth.
Not one.
So to live is to experience trauma.
Absolutely.
Okay.
But the goal is to resolve it and live without it until the next sense of it comes. So you're not exempt. There's no human exempt from pain and trauma. You just got to learn how to manage it.
I like it. All right. So my question for you is, okay, you said yes, of course. You even seek counseling today.
Mm-hmm.
Before your son's passing, had you went to counseling or therapy before that, or was the therapy a result of your son's passing? It was
definitely a result of his passing.
Okay.
It was a result of his passing.
Now, was this before or after the doctor told you this isn't, you gotta get over this in your head, or you're gonna commit?
This was after.
Suicide. This was after.
This was after.
Okay.
Yeah, this was after.
Did it help? Yeah, tell us about it.
And so really for me, when I went to therapy, I had to evolve. Like when you get to therapy, you have to help us help you, right? Who are you, right? So even for me, my very first assignment for my clients is tell me where your brain has taken your feet. Who are you? Where have you been? What have you done? What have you been around? What you get into? What's happening? Like, really, let's talk about it, right?
Okay.
And I'm very...
So the beginning of it is a getting to know...
It's your timeline of events.
Okay.
Because once I know your timeline of events, then I can find out when the breakdown came in, where life shifted for you to create the human you are today. So people don't understand that the majority of the issues that adults hold, childhood trauma and abandonment and things that they think is buried, it's like this artichoke, right? It's like the core of the artichoke is the human, and then there's layers on top of it that covers up who you really are, and the layers are the issues of your life that you try to cover up and not deal with. But the clock and the calendar keeps going.
Wait a minute. Can you go over that again? Because
Absolutely.
That was kind of complex. You said it's like an artichoke, and it's like layers.
Have you ever seen an artichoke broken
down?
Okay, so you know there's a core in the middle of it, right? And then there's layers to the artichoke.
Okay.
The human body of where you were before a trauma hit you is like that core in the middle of the artichoke.
Okay. Deep underneath all of the many different layers.
Absolutely. And the layers are just things that you've been through, who you are.
They keep going on top of the core.
Yeah. But notice that they've never been touched. So you just keep covering it up with other stuff, right? So in order for me to really help you, I got to get to that core.
You got to peel back the layers.
Got to peel back the layers. And you're going to give me what the layers are.
So you're saying that somebody can't just, like a lot of times, men, they just shut stuff out of whatever it is. They just, they don't even think about it. I ain't even going to deal with it.
Yeah, but
that's not me. I don't need it. You saying that's not true?
Oh, no, you can't do that.
No matter how much you shut it out.
Where do you think it goes?
It's still there. It's going to stay there.
Yeah, if you ain't never dealt with it, it don't go nowhere. But somewhere in that brain, now that I've broken down the brain, right? It goes in that 5% bracket because it can't go into 75%. Your issue is not going to help you walk, talk, or use the bathroom. All right. That's 75% is just for that. The other 15 to 20 is your reading, writing, math. It don't go in there.
Okay.
It goes in the 5%, which takes the average human in a negative. And then you go into things that we call STIRBs, which is, it's an acronym for short-term energy releasing behavior syndrome.
Wait a minute. I got to do this again. Short-term energy releasing behavior syndrome. STIRBs.
Yeah.
STERBS.
STERBS. Those is your alcohol, drugs, food, sex, getting money, whatever.
Addictions. To try and hide from and run from.
Yeah.
And pretend like whatever really is deep down in the core, in the middle of that artichoke didn't happen.
Yeah.
But it did happen.
It did. So that's why it's short term.
And you keep chasing them.
Keep chasing them. Right? And as you know, you somewhere with somebody and, it's like you 6 drinks in. Well, the brain shuts the tongue down after so many drinks. Probably 3, depending on, probably 2 if it's moonshine, but definitely 3 if it's regular, right?
Does it? Wow.
Right. Gone. You don't even know what's happening. You ask somebody what happened, where I come from last night, where I get home, right? Those kind of things. Because the brain like, let me put dude in overload. I'm going to take over here. It's over. You don't even know. You're unconscious.
Wow.
Yeah, you're unconscious.
That's what a blackout is to some extent.
Exactly. You don't know what's going on. You're just not dead, but you're unconscious for real. You just get, using the bathroom on yourself because again, the brain does it all.
You didn't do anything.
Exactly.
That's why you wake up in the morning looking in the mirror like,
what
have I done?
Exactly, because you don't know.
Right.
Right. And God keeps you. So that's that peace. But it becomes habitual. You hear somebody who smoked drugs like, roll up, man, we just rolled up. What are you talking about? Roll up again, bro, we just rolled up.
You not still high?
Exactly, right? Because it's like, it's not gone yet.
Short term.
It's not gone yet. Then when it kicks in and the memory's not there of what you don't want to think about, you in a happy space. So you think.
Wait, say it again.
You're in a happy place.
You're in a happy space. Okay.
And then now it's like it wears off, right? Because it's only temporary. And that's why it comes habitual. So you pick it up again. Some people are much more severe than others. And some people are functioning. They're functioning drug addicts and functioning alcoholics. They're going to get up and go to work because their mindset also is, I got to care for me and whoever's attached to me. So to quit on myself and be this homeless person is not everybody. And all homeless people don't have habits. It's something they have, but it's not all considered drugs and alcohol and those type of things.
Wow. That's, and I would bet, and I haven't done any research on it, any studies, but I would bet, and you can tell me what you think, that the majority of people, they never get to their core. Or
at least average human does not.
That's what I figured.
Probably like 92% of people do not.
They just continue to chase those habits
forever
until it's all forever.
And that's what causes the habitual trauma and historical trauma, because when the people don't deal with it, they have sex and create children. They're automatically DNAing this trauma to their children. Hence, you could see yourself saying, oh, my child is doing what I do because we made it normal. So on your baby's 18th birthday, you're like, here, take a shot.
Why? Right. I got you.
Right. Or now you cool and your kid old enough to go to the grocery store. They 18, 19. Bring me some blunts. Roll up. Come on with this. Work. This is who we are. This normal in our world. But it's normal trauma. It's normal toxicity. It's normal dysfunction. But what I know, if this is all I know, who's going to tell me different, right? Learn behavior. We're sponging it. These kids see what we do, so they just complete it and compete with it to themselves. So everybody does it. It's kind of like your baby 15 and she passing out baby shower invitations.
That's not very good. This is not the type of generational thing you want to pass on.
Nah, it ain't cool.
This is not productive.
Such a birthday party, right? So you want 15-year-old girls to think if I have sex, I'm going to get all these gifts and a real baby doll? That's right. Stop. Knock it off.
Yeah. And then in our community, we want to say, listen, a healthy baby, I get the understanding that, you have a baby, there's going to be some degree of happiness. We're all born to procreate. But you're right, in our communities, it's like, when is it not a celebration when a child gets another child pregnant?
Well, here's the thing.
I've had this conversation in my family.
I would be remiss to say this in a way, right? We know the act of sex creates a baby. We get that.
Right.
But if everybody got pregnant after sex, they would have millions of kids.
That's right.
Yes? So because every child's baby has a purpose in the Lamb's Book of Life, we know that we got to stop giving humans so much credit for being parents, because God says when they're going to be them.
You know, I love the fact that you said that, because I've had this conversation with my own children at various stages and other, you know, younger people.
Yeah.
You know, because listen, sometimes when there's a younger person that gets another person pregnant and they're like, oh, you're going to the baby shower. There's a conflict with me because, you know, like I like to say, listen, it's no huge accomplishment to get someone pregnant.
Right.
Like you said.
Right.
Like, where's the accomplishment for that?
Right.
I'd much rather celebrate, you know, you graduated from college, or maybe you're getting married to someone that, you know, that the rest of the family embraces, and we think this is going to be you're going to be the beginning of building a family, or you started a business, or you got hired at a good company, or you know, you got a promotion. But just the act of having sex and getting someone pregnant is no accomplishment in my mind.
I mean, and you know, and no judgment too, right? Because we all have sex.
That's right.
Right?
And we've all messed up.
Exactly.
I'm the king of messing up.
But when we start looking at life that it's the purpose than anything else, then that's when we want to figure out, well, this is part of my path. I'm stop questioning him. You know what I mean? I'm gonna stop questioning him. This is my past.
Right.
If I wasn't a teen parent, I wouldn't have understood this.
Right.
But I didn't want my daughter to be one. So when people always ask, like every year on her birthday, I told you today is her birthday. So every year on her birthday, I have to tell her who I am, who I was, what I went through, good, bad, or indifferent, for her to know what curses to break.
Wow.
And if I didn't tell her and keep her closed in with it, like, she's 33, so she already think I'm like a fool. She like, what? Why would you do that? And now to explain it to her, because I raised her differently, she thinks some of the choices I made as a young adult is just crazy. Like, what?
Right.
Because she wasn't raised like that.
Right.
But for me, it was a little normal.
Right.
Right.
She almost can't even believe that.
She like,
choices.
girl. Like, and I mean, and look at me like, what? Because she has no idea.
Right.
Never would it be her life. Never will be her life.
Right.